Hello, this is your friendly nurse and health coach, and I'm coming to you today on the herb mullein. Mullein, as we discussed earlier, is a big plant of grayish green, big green, grayish leaves, and it's got a yellow flower. And you can find it in the prairies or the grass. It's easy to spot because of the big leaves on it, grayish green leaves, and a yellow flower, and it's like hairy, a little hairy on the leaves. So it's easy to spot, and it is spectacular. I mean, it's good. We're gonna discuss the pros of it now, and one pro of what it's good for is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is a bad disease. Is attacking a lot of smokers, and people that's got some kind of genetic uh, to smoking a lot, or you got any kind of air pollution problem, you may develop COPD, chronic obstructive lung disease, pulmonary disease. It affects the air from effectively going in and out your lungs, out of your alveoli in your lungs, and exchanging in your lungs for you to breathe. Start having trouble breathing, you may have a lot of phlegm, which is sputum built up in your lungs, and that phlegm, and you can't get it out the lungs. You have to keep on getting breathing treatments, medications, to try to get it out of the lung. So it's a process of going through progressive lung condition, breathing conditions, in and out. And have I seen it over the years? I've seen people with some bad COPD conditions, and mullein tea is very good for this condition of COPD. Why? Because it's an inflammation. It attacks the inflammation, which is when your bronchial tubes are inflamed a lot from the buildup of the phlegm and the mucus because of the abnormality of the lung to perform what it was put there to do. So you started having breathing problems, a lot of coughing, a lot of wheezing, and it can come on at any time. When you drink that mullein tea, it helps smooth those bronchial tubes of that inflammation. And any antibacterial, also antibacterial, it fights the bacteria that have accumulated from that inflammation in your lungs. It helps fight that bacteria and the growth of those bacteria also in there. That's mullein tea. You can have the tea form, you can have the pill form. They come in different forms. They put it in other medications at times, the mullein, to help those muscles relax in your lungs. So mullein tea is good for COPD to help you get those phlegm and that excess mucus phlegm that have built up in your lungs from that when your lungs being inflamed, and a lot of pressure put in your lungs to try to get that oxygen through your alveoli, your air sacs in your lungs to breathe. So mullein tea would be good for you to sip on in the morning, sip on during the daytime, to help you your muscles relax in your lungs and help you breathe better. There's no thing like you can't breathe. That is awful. Now, everybody probably done been that way sometime or another. If you was choking on something, or about to drown, or got too much water in you, or something. But if you never been in that condition, I can't breathe, you don't want to get in that condition. I've seen so many people over the years that had that problem, and It is nothing to play with when you can't breathe. One thing we need is air. You got to have air to go through your body, go through your cells, to help your cells do what it's supposed to do, and your organs, your systems, your glands. And if you can't get that air effectively through your lungs, there's a problem there, big problem. So that mullein tea comes in and help that inflammation, help that coughing, and trying to get up all that sputum and phlegm that have built up in your lungs. So COPD is one pro of mullein tea. Another pro is sedative. It helps those smooth those muscles in your lungs. They help you settle down. Everybody want to take sedations all the time. I want to take something to sedate me. I can't be still. A lot of times you can't be still. You got a breathing problem. Your air is not effectively getting through your lungs and getting through your body and your cells. And everybody want a sedative. Mullein tea will help calm you down, help calm your smooth muscles down and relax your muscles from the inflammation that's trying to build up in your body. So it's also a sedative to help you calm down. Mullein is also anti-cancer because it's an antioxidant. Get rid of those free radicals, those unformed molecules that form into what we call free radicals, go in there and cause a bunch of damage to your cells. It goes there and help repair that damage that it have done to your cells. Antioxidant, stop that cell damage and help try to repair some of that damage that's in your cell walls. See, there's also damage when your lungs are going through some trauma. So antioxidant to go and kill the cancer cells also in mullein. Mullein tea, a lot of people forgot about mullein tea. I just talked to someone yesterday about they got a cold. They said summer cold, and evidently they have forgotten about the mullein. Will help them where I could pick it up right away when I talked to them on the phone that they had some mucus build up there and some cold. And then she began to come out and tell, yeah, I got a little summer cold. See, that mucus is good respiratory wise and antioxidant, anti-cancer, because it's an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antioxidant. Help come and kill those bacteria that is causing the problem. Any respiratory issues, another common respiratory issue, any kind of respiratory issue, it coats and it soothes your mucous membrane of your sinuses, your throat, your lungs. It soothes those mucous membrane. And everybody need a soothing of the mucous membrane sometimes, especially when sinus problems come up and you can't hardly breathe at times, and you in the middle of a meeting, or you in the middle of talking to a lot of people, and all of a sudden you just start sniffing your nose and all. That mullein tea is good to have around to sip on. Sip on before you go into that meeting. Mullein tea. It's good for asthma. A lot of people need the asthma because you need those airways to be clear. And so it goes in there and it antioxidant, those bad cells, bad free radicals in there, destroy them. Anti-inflammation. Remember, inflammation is the redness, swelling, pain, discomfort. Everything starts with inflammation, and then it goes into bacteria and infection, cancer. So it goes in there and soothes your lungs, the asthma, the bronchus tubes, to clear out the inflammation. Sore throat, tonsils. It's good for the sore throat and the tonsils. Go in there and kill that inflammation. That's what I call that soreness. Some inflammation in your respiratory cavity, in your bronchial tubes, in your adenoids. You want to go out there and clean all those toxins and out. That's that Mullein tea, Mullein. Don't forget to have some around your home. Mullein is awesome. Inflammation is one of the main things. You need to get to the root of the problem. A lot of people give you some sedatives and all, just calm your pain down and calm you down. But you got to get to the root of the problem. And Mullein gets to the root of the problem, of what's causing the problem. Anything that's good for inflammation, you want that. And Mullein is good for congestion. When you congestion, you got too much mucus and stuff that's interfering with the air being passed through your body. You got to get that oxygen all the way through your cells, through your organs, through your glands. Cells stay alive as long as they got that oxygen. And if they deprive us from oxygen, they get sick, and that's where cancer comes in. Cancer does not love oxygen. You got congestion, infection, you get hoarse. Grab some Mullein. Start make you some Mullein tea. Drink a little Mullein tea. And you can find it in the private. It used to be in the Middle East mostly, but now you can find Mullein if you look close enough in some fields, grassy places, prairies, grassy places. You can spot it real easy with those big old leaves, grayish green leaves, and the yellow flower on it. And antioxidant, as we say, it prevents and slow down that damage to that cell. Antibacterial, stop the growth of bacteria building up in your body. To fight those viruses and those bacteria in your body. That is good. Mullein is good for it. Even E. coli and staph is good for it. A lot of people say, well, I got a little E. coli, and E. coli is very prevalent now with handling of chicken, I know. You keep handling some raw chicken and not washing your hands good, you can easily get E. coli in your urine. I know because it happened to me. It happened to me a while back. And I was cooking a lot of chicken for people, and I don't eat chicken. In some kind of way, I messed up. And I ended up getting E. coli in my urine. And I'm like, whoa. So it helps cleanse your E. coli out of your urine, out your system, because of the antibacterial function of Mullein. See, Mullein powerful than most people think. When you start spitting up all this different types of sputum, and especially a lot of people say, well, I'm spitting up clear sputum, a lot of clear sputum, and I'm all right. So a lot of clear sputum can mean lung damage if it's over indulging in the clear sputum, you constantly spitting up a bunch of it, that can mean you have damaged your lungs some kind of way. Everybody worried about the color and say, well, it's just clear and it's okay, it's clear. No, the amount of the clear sputum you better look at. You have damaged your lungs some kind of way. And if it's white or gray, you may have a lung disease. It's an increased amount of white and gray. Look at the amount of sputum that you're coughing up. Some people got COPD and don't even know that they got COPD. Sometimes it's dark yellow. Okay, I got dark yellow sputum now. It's turning green. Okay, you can have a bacterial infection like pneumonia. Pneumonia is dark yellow, dark green. And a lot of people got walking pneumonia and don't even know it. And before they know it, it's got both of your lungs inflamed with pneumonia. Pneumonia takes the majority of people out of here that are ill or sick in the hospital. I've seen it done too many times. Even with COVID, a lot of people didn't really die of the COVID. They died of the pneumonia behind it, blood clot. And still is. It's still out there today. And people are still dying of COVID right now today. So watch the amount of sputum that you're coughing up and what color sputum that you're coughing up. Come on now, brown sputum, we call that a black lung disease problem, because usually it comes from people that have smoked a lot. That black color, dark brown sputum. And Mullein would have every one of these colors of sputum. Mullein tea. And of course, you know, if you go pink, you got pulmonary edema, congestive heart failure going on. If you cough up that pink color sputum, a lot of it. Pulmonary edema, there's some swelling somewhere. And inflammation. Edema is inflammation in your lungs. Mullein would help with any kind of problem even that you have of the lung. Then if you start coughing up that red, we know that's blood. You got blood clots or some bleeding or cancer going on. If it's an excessive amount of red sputum, blood, really what it is, when you're coughing it up and it turns red. So you need to be calling your doctor. You can take the Mullein tea, but you better be calling that doctor with it. Every one of these conditions, always consult your doctor also. If you already own I got COPD, I got a lasting chronic condition going on with your lungs, consult your doctor before you take the Mullein tea. Mullein tea have not known to hurt anything, but always consult your doctor. Doctor, I take this herb also. Is that all right? Mullein tea is awesome for your body to have around your house. And summer colds are out there now, and sinuses are still out there, viruses are still out there, bacteria are still out there, pneumonia is definitely still out there, and it's not going nowhere. None of it going anywhere. So you better have something around your house that you can grab and help soothe some of that inflammation, antibacterial, antioxidant, something that help with that condition that's attacking your body. We are coming back with the cons of mullein. These was the pros of mullein. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and we will be bringing you more info on different types of herbs and different ways that you can improve your body overall.